Now, Rwanda has received the first consignment of a migrant from US who has a criminal record. Also, Uganda is in talk. They are going to arrive in Uganda soon. What's up, my people? It's me, Kevin, again. This is where we talk matters about Africa. The first consignment of the immigrant from United States and those with a criminal record has arrived in Rwanda.
In the country in mid-August under an agreement with Washington. A government spokesperson added that each case was vetted under the bilateral agreement, which allows Kigali to review and approve migrants before granting entry. No information was provided about the identities of the deportees. She said on Thursday that they'd been accommodated by an international organization. The seven are also being visited by the International Organization for Migration, as well as representatives of Rwandan social services. The spokesperson says that 3 of the deportees say they want to return to their home countries, while the other 4 wish to stay and build lives in Rwanda. Earlier in August, Kigali said it would accept up to 250 people to be expelled from the United States under President Donald Trump's anti-immigrant agenda. Rwanda is one of 4 African countries that have reached deportation agreements with Washington. The others are Uganda, Eswatini, and South Sudan.
In the United States, the East African nation is now being put forward as a possible location for high-profile detainee Kilma Abrego Garcia, an El Salvador native who has been charged with human smuggling. Abrego Garcia was detained on Monday and is being processed for removal to Uganda.
I think the U.S. should copy from other countries to be welcoming to people because Abrego is from that American hemisphere. It wouldn't be good to bring him to, say, Africa, where he has totally no connection. He has no. I was reading that even he speaks Spanish, doesn't speak English, so he's going to be thrown in a place where he'll probably need like a translator. So the U.S. on its part should be welcoming people in its hemisphere.
Uganda's officials have released few details about the agreement, although said they prefer to receive deportees of African origin and didn't want individuals with criminal records.
Of course I'm worried because some of them are criminals. Some of them you don't know what they've been doing the other side. You don't know, people when they are starting over, you've been somewhere and you have to start again. So life gets hard. So you find yourself doing something you wouldn't have done if you had stayed in your real life. So I'm a bit worried.
It remains unclear precisely what Ugandan authorities are getting in return for accepting deportees. Some opposition leaders claim the deal eases political pressure on the country's authoritarian president.
Now, US has pressured Rwanda until Rwanda has accepted the immigrant from US. And these are the immigrants who have a criminal record from US, who have been the US detainee. And these people are the most notorious or the most criminal guys in world record. And most of them comes from the American country, that is other American country from Uruguay, Colombia, and those areas. But the question is, why do US want to bring them in Africa, not to take them to their respective country? Because it will be good enough or good to take those immigrants or to detain them in their respective country of origin, because it is favorable for them, and it will be good because even language barrier will be easy. Because as you can see, these people, they speak other language with respective to African language. And it's also good that there in their country, there'll be more savior than this. Why do US choose Africa to keep those people? Also, Uganda is preparing to receive the first consignment of those immigrants very soon. Uganda also has accepted this, and not that fully, but they are finalizing this. Maybe in due course, those people or those immigrants will land in Uganda soon. There are criticism from the people, but the government has stand still to the deal because there is a pressure from the high. I think you understand. There is pressure. So, what do you think? Do you think, or do you see this is a good move? It could be good to accept the immigrant of, let me say, of African origins, African color. That is it. But let's see how it will be. Your think is good as mine. Tell me, what do you think about this? Let me see on the comment. See you then.